Being a cowboy sounds like the dream. Wide open skies, the thunder of hooves, whiskey by the fire, a six-shooter at your side, and freedom as your only master. But your life? It was never a dream. It was a curse. This is your story, Arthur Morgan's story, and why it absolutely sucked to be you. You never had a chance. Your mother was gone before you could even know her. Your father, Lyle Morgan, wasn't just absent. He was a criminal, a man who spent more time running from the law than raising his own blood. When he was caught, you were left behind, alone. That's how your childhood ended before it began. So, congratulations. You've unlocked the tragic backstory starter pack. And then, Dutch van der Linde came into your life. He scooped you up as a boy, called you son, gave you a home. Sounds wholesome, right? Wrong. But Dutch wasn't a father. Dutch is basically the cowboy version of that guy in college who reads one Nietzsche quote and suddenly thinks he's a philosopher king. And you believed him, because you were a child who needed to believe. Dutch, my boy, we're building a new society, one where we're free. Translation, we're going to commit tax fraud, rob trains, and run from the cops for the next 20 years. You didn't join a family. You joined a traveling circus led by a man whose only plan is
mangoes in Tahiti.
Your gang, not legendary outlaws, just 20 unsupervised toddlers with revolvers. Hosea Matthews, the brain. When he died, the gang's IQ dropped to 0. John Marston, basically a raccoon in a trench coat, always in trouble, always your problem. Abigail Roberts, her whole job, remind you John sucks. Jack Marston, poor kid, too pure for this camp of maniacs. Sadie Adler, widow turned Terminator. Only one who actually helped. Charles Smith, calm, loyal, deadly, the human golden retriever. Javier Escuela played guitar while the world burned. Bill Williamson, walks, shoots, never thinks. Micah Bell Rat, Betrayal on 2 legs. Uncle Professional Napper, part-time syphilis comedian. Sean McGuire, Irish chaos gremlin with no volume control. Karen Jones, whiskey-powered train wreck. Tilly Jackson, the only one with actual sense. Mary Beth Gaskill, sweet, artsy, stuck in hell. Molly O'Shea, Dutch's girlfriend, ignored, then shot. Leopold Strauss handed out TB like party favors. Oh, Pearson, loud stew guy. Reverend Swanson, drunk priest, blessings optional. Lenny Summers, smart little brother, game said nah. Kieran Duffy, wanted friends, lost his head. Susan Grimshaw, camp mom, loyal till the bullet. So what's your actual job? Not outlawing, you're running cowboy daycare. Dutch's favorite phrase.
I had a goddamn plan!
One more score and then we're free. Spoiler, you're never free, ever. Dutch repeats this line every 5 minutes like it's a pyramid scheme. Rob a bank? Almost there, son. Rob a train? One last job. Half the gang dies? Tahiti mangoes, son. You move camp like 6 times because every plan explodes in your face. Honestly, the Pinkertons barely had to try. Dutch was basically sending them Google Maps pins. And eventually, you realize Dutch doesn't have a plan. He just likes giving TED Talks in the woods. You don't go out in a blaze of glory. No epic duel. No bullet-riddled hero stand. Nope. You catch tuberculosis while shaking down a sick farmer. That's it. That's like playing Skyrim and dying from a common cold. Peak anticlimax. From then on, you become the most dramatic cough machine in history. Wheezing in cutscenes. Collapsing mid-mission. Speedrunning death in real time. Rockstar basically nerfed the strongest cowboy ever with 1899 lung disease. Your true best friend isn't Dutch. Or Hosea, or John, it's your horse. You brush it, feed it, name it something stupid like Sir Poopy Hooves, and ride or die together for dozens of hours. Then, right before your big finale, Rockstar kills your horse, just to make sure your emotional trauma speed runs alongside your tuberculosis. As you get sicker, you finally see Dutch for what he is, a narcissistic cult dad with a mustache. Enter Micah Bell, the trenchcoat rat. He whispers in Dutch's ear, "Don't trust Arthur, trust me instead." And Dutch actually listens. Imagine dedicating your life to someone, only for them to replace you with Walmart brand Rasputin. That's your betrayal arc. No matter what you do, every ending sucks. High honor. You die coughing at the sunrise while Dutch walks away. Poetic, sure. Still dead. Low honor. You die in the mud while Micah laughs at you. No redemption, just mud and misery. Rockstar didn't even bother giving you a secret survival ending. Nope, just cough collapse roll credits. Let's recap. Childhood, garbage. Family, idiots. Boss, cult leader with brainworms. Job, babysitting 20 armed toddlers. Best friend, horse, also dead. Cause of death, tuberculosis. You're one of the most badass video game characters ever written, but also the most cursed. Rockstar basically said, let's make players love this guy, then emotionally curb stomp them for fun. So yeah, being you sucked hard.